Ten years ago today, Drake's So Far Gone came out February 13. You know, a lot of people that didn't have a Valentine's were definitely listening to this tape. You remember where you were at, Mamba?
I have no idea where I was at when this kid came out.
Wow, that heartbroken?
No, it's probably doing some other shit. I don't know. 10 years ago, I was 12 years old, by the way. So no, I was not fucking in my feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I was 14? I was a freshman in high school, so this like came out in the perfect time for me. A lot of emotions are going through, you know, simping over girls, like, yo, I love you, but you don't understand me. But Drake has a song called Houston, Atlanta, Vegas that's speaking to me. But Drake's in love with a stripper, but I'm in love with the girl in English college prep. Perfect time, man. What are some of the gems off this tape, though?
Definitely Bria's Interlude, Say What's Real, Successful, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Ignorant shit was pretty good too. It doesn't live up to the original, but it is still pretty good. Especially Lil Wayne's verse. I think one of the downfalls of this album is every time Lil Wayne raps on the fucking track, he just like sounds way better, raps way better than Drake, which is a huge downfall for Drake. At the time, it wasn't though, because that just meant that the song would be more popular because Lil Wayne's fucking on it. Lil Wayne was at this point the biggest fucking rapper in the world, but that's that.
Yeah, I mean,
in retrospect, that don't look good. Yeah, if you come back 10 years looking back at it, it's like, that's not really that great for him.
I mean, when I'm listening to Wayne and Drake, you know, trade bars, I'm thinking of Brooklyn's Finest, you know, when Biggie and Hove, you know, were trading bars.
You're definitely wrong, because Drake ain't rapping like Jay used to rap in reasonable times. This nigga Drake was not rapping on any level that he would.
That comeback season flow, bro.
The most lyrical songs on this are probably We'll Say What's Real and The Calm. Those are probably the most where he really tries to go a whole lyrical songs. And them shits is cool. They're not bad. He has a couple of hot bars. The fucking next when I just lost a bunch of lines down in Cabo in the Blackberry. So if you see a Blackberry with the side scroll, so I'm gonna fuck the any rapper that I know. Yeah, that's fire.
I'm like, yo, that shit was fire. Cause I'm like, yo, cause you seen the Funk Flex freestyle? That's the Blackberry on his hand.
The other shit, a lot of the other bars on the mixtape are pretty weak, pretty corny. He has a couple of quotes here and there, but generally, these lyrics ain't up there with nothing. Like at this point, Wale is dropping mixtapes too, out rapping Drake. Big Sean's out rapping Drake. Kendrick's out rapping Drake, and J. Cole's way out rapping Drake with a warm up at this point. So it's like, yeah, he got a couple bars, but we ain't looking at you like a lyrical guy. You're the nigga that raps a little bit and you sing.
Yeah, but what this mixtape highlights is him showing emotion. You gotta remember, that's what people love about Drake, is that he shows emotion and then he says these one lines that get you like, oh my God. Like, how do you know?
He also ain't the first person to show emotion, Kanye. So I don't know if you can big him up for like showing emotion. He's not like the one that put that shit on. Kanye was the first one to show emotion.
Yeah, Kanye is the first one. I mean, we're 2 years removed from 808 and 808 Heartbreak. But I mean, Drake does his own flip. Like, for example, look at Say What's Real. That's a Kanye beat that was on 808 Heartbreak. That's the intro. Two totally different. They're both showing emotion and telling you like, yo, what's going on in their life, but it's completely different.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing I would credit to Drake for this is when this shit come out, a lot of niggas just wanted to fucking sing. A whole bunch of rappers was starting to have singing tracks. Drake kind of brought that shit up to a high, playing like, oh, I can't rap and I can sing. Like Kanye wasn't doing that. So I'll give Drake that part. The rest of it, I don't know how impactful this album was. Then when niggas look at his career like, yo, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Views, More Life, whatever, Scorpion, we don't put this. If you were to actually put this somewhere, it's on the bottom of his career. You definitely putting Take Care over this. Definitely putting Nothing Was the Same over this. You're putting Scorpion over this. Definitely, if you're reading this, it's too late.
If you seen one of our videos earlier that we reported, Drake was trying to get this out, or he was trying to clear Say What's Real, because it's the record is a sample of Kanye's 808 Heartbreak. He's trying to clear it because it looks like he wants to release it in time for the 10th year anniversary. And I feel like a lot of these records don't live well, like let's say the kid who's 16 or 15, because they're not gonna download Daft Piff. They're looking at it like, why am I gonna go on Daft Piff? It's not on Spotify and it's not on Apple Music and it's not on Tidal. So I feel like that's why I feel like people don't bring up this tape as much, because you had to be a certain age. You got to be over 20 to appreciate this.
Yeah, he wants people to hear his old shit, but I mean, you don't gotta. You can just leave this shit there. Like, the niggas ain't gonna look at this shit like, oh, this is gonna be my Drake. This is gonna be my highlight tape for Drake. And there's only 2019 where niggas are searching for a classic Drake record that niggas are just throwing this out there. Like, oh, you know what's really classic work by Drake? So far fucking gone. Niggas is skipping over Nothing Was a Scam, skipping over Take Here. Nah,
well, it hasn't reached the 10-year anniversary.
Come on.
This is special because it's reaching the 10-year anniversary. So a 10 is a big moment for any album. Like, it's always premature when it's 5 years old to say, like, oh, it's a classic. Like, I like to say Damn, and you like to say Hope's 444 is the classic, but, like, not enough time has passed. It has to, 10 years has to pass so you can solidify, say it's a classic.
Again, I don't think this shit is a classic just lyrically. This shit ain't up there with anybody who was, I'm not just saying this because I know where Drake goes. At the time, he wasn't lyrically there with anyone who was rapping at that point. Or anybody notable that was rapping at that point. He wasn't lyrically there with them. His singing got way better. His singing was cool, but it got way fucking better. 17 tracks. If this was 10 tracks, he just put the 10 best tracks on this. Straight classic.
What song do you hate, by the way? I'm kind of curious. What song do you hate?
Let's Call It Off. Ain't the greatest thing ever. A little bit, that's good. That's good, but it's not like, I ain't like, oh,
you never
that's
been a
the
little
one.
bit in love? Yo, We Both In Sync like a Justin song? Woo! In Sync, because Justin Timberlake used to be
Those
in
are corny as bars I'm talking about. Like, come on. And that shit's cool when you're 12, but not when you like hear actual lyrical rappers. You're like, that's it. That's what you're. You can't go for the warm up to hear a nigga say In Sync like Justin Timberlake. You're like, oh, that's the one. Like, no.
Yeah,
Best I ever had did do a lot for him though. So that was probably the brightest spark from this mixtape.
Yeah, for sure, easily. I hope it gets remastered. I hope it does come out the 10-year anniversary. Like, it gets
with
released.
all the fucking samples, because if the shit don't have the samples, keep it, nigga. If it ain't the same shit that's on that piff, just keep that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Cushion Orange Juice and Wiz Khalifa. I'm like, I'm sick. It's not even the original artwork. I'm like, what?
But let us know how many classics you think Drake got. Is So Far Gone one of them? Or does Drake not have any fucking classics and that nigga need to make one? Let us know in the comments.
I'm in the hood when niggas don't bother me. 3500 my cardigan. Shot it gon' fall.